everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Gabby and hi, welcome to my inspiration board party. I'm so glad you came. After all, it wouldn't be a party without you. Today I'm going to be showing you my inspiration board from 2019, making my new one for 2020, and I hope that you will join me and make one of your own. So if you like this party, please don't forget to subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so a little off topic, but I did change my hair for the rest of this video, and although it is kind of cute, I am feeling it a little bit. I've curled squares into my hair. I don't know how to use a curling iron. This is why I just embrace my straight. But I guess that's just what we're working today. Embrace it. Okay, now up to the bed where I will show you my 2019 inspiration board. Hi, what you thinking? You're just looking at my hair. That's okay. Alright, so if it just got a lot darker and a lot less aesthetic, that is because we are up in my loft bed. Yes, kids, unwashed pillows. That's real life. Up here is where I keep my 2019 inspiration board. I have it right next to me so that I wake up every day and see it and am reminded of what I am working towards. So this is my inspiration board. I am leaning back at the very edge of my bed and I am terrified that I'm going to fall off of it. Whenever I make an inspiration board, I like to put a quote that represents the central theme of that year. And so for 2019, I really wanted to focus on following my passion, following my dream, and that included quitting my job, focusing on YouTube and art full time. As crazy as it's been, freelancing for 6 months, my mental health has never been better. And I can honestly say that this quote was lived up to its absolute fullest. I'm very happy with life. If you see a cat tail, hello, I've been taken over. I have a couple of other quotes here just to keep in mind for how I want to live my life. So, what is creative living? Any life that is driven more strongly by curiosity than by fear. I try to live my life and determine every action that I take by that quote. If it is driven more by fear than by my enthusiasm, then it's something that I need to question whether or not I should be doing. I have a lot of photos of my future home, what I would like that to look like, photos of my ideal art studio that I'd like to work towards, lots of natural light and big windows. What's funny about this vision board is that right when I made it, a week later, Andrew moved in. And neither of us really knew that that was going to happen. It was a very spur of the moment decision. And honestly, what I had originally planned for 2019 to be was kind of like tossed on its shoulders because moving in with somebody is a really big life change, especially when you've never done it before. Like, I'm an only child and I had never lived with a boy, especially not a boyfriend. In 2019, part of the reason why I quit my job and decided to pursue everything that I wanted full force was because I needed to make sure that I was living up to something that I had originally intended to do this year. Everything else on this board, to be honest, is something that I am continuing to work towards in 2020 because learning to live with my love was something that I needed to invest time in. And I feel like 2020 is definitely the year where I'm going to be able to manifest most of the things that I wanted to have happen in 2019. And if you look at this inspiration board, like a lot of it is stuff that I would have manifested maybe like 5 years down the line anyway, like my dream home and my dream studio. How about we start this year by manifesting things that can happen in a year? Like, let's start there. So let's go downstairs, and by downstairs I mean down to my floor, because that's what downstairs is. It is the floor. And make the 2020 inspiration board. First thing I'm putting for my inspiration board is my central quote for the year, and this year's quote that I want to live by is, "She was a savage, a fucking brute, unafraid to fight for what she wanted, brave enough to go to war for what she deserved." I need to live by this because this year for me is gonna be fucking war. But in the best way. I'm also putting 3 more quotes that aren't really the central theme, but just something to remember. I will do big things because I know I will. One life, just one. Why aren't we running like we're on fire towards our wildest dreams? And then the last quote is, work but don't forget to live. I have these two photos revolving around money and being a hell of a girl boss because I really refuse to be poor anymore. I know that I'm poor now, but I know for a fact that one day I won't be. And this year, I'm going to make ways to make this happen. I really want to open an Etsy store and I want to start a Patreon. I want to make things and sell things and just experience what it's like to be an online working artist like so many of the other art YouTubers that I've watched over the years. This year I'm taking my year of art school with Lila Rogers, and one of my goals is to be represented by an agent at the end of this year. I want to be represented by the Lila Rogers Art Studio or be represented by an agent that's just as good. I want to not be afraid of posting things on my YouTube channel that are just really fun for me. I think that I've been really scared recently of the algorithm and the fact that I quit my job to pursue this dream, and so I have so much to prove to everybody. I need to do things my way, not the algorithm's way, not thinking about like whether or not I'm an art YouTuber or a teaching YouTuber or any type of YouTuber. I just need to be myself. So I have things like making fashion videos and playing around with things like makeup, which I never do, making a crazy flower jacket. Oh my God, when I saw this photo, first of all, I decided that I needed this jacket. I'm insulted that I did not come up with this first. I have photos of home interiors because this year I want to move out of my little studio. I have loved this studio for what? I've been living here since like February 2015. This upcoming February, I will have lived here for 5 years. I think it's time. One of the things I want to do this year is make sure that I spend a good amount of my time outside. While I am in my 20s, I should experience what my body can do in my 20s. That includes getting into exercise classes, going on hikes, swimming, paddleboarding, exploring, just doing way more than sitting and working. I've also got photos of manuscripts and books because I want to spend a lot of time with physical objects this year. So much of my work, whether it's art or YouTube or writing or whatever, so much of it is done on the computer. But if I can spend more time offline, that would be great. That would be great! This year I want to discover who I am as an artist. I want to know what it's like when I defend my joy for once in my life. I want to know what it's like if I make things purely out of curiosity and enjoyment and rely on that type of work to bring me money, to bring me what I need to survive. What would happen if I only relied on my joy to bring me money? I want to invest in making very developed work so that by the end of the year, I have a portfolio that I can look at and I can say, God damn, Gabby, that is beautiful. Yay! Yay! We made our inspiration board. I think that this looks so beautiful. I'm gonna go in after this video with my pens and my self-reflection, and I'm gonna write down all of my goals all over this board. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you had a lovely time, and I would love to see your inspiration boards if any of you create them. Don't forget to tag me on social media as Gabby Possible. Breathe, bitch. Breathe. Whew. I hope you have the best rest of your week. I will see you on Wednesday with a new video. I love you, and goodbye.